Now, I have got a really, really lovely guest today with me. He's a good friend of mine, and Frank and I are going to be having a really great conversation today because one of the things I really want to do is show what happens when you say yes to those synchronicities. Because a lot of the time we can't plan the outcomes of what happens in our lives. But when we follow our heart and our intuition, and we're looking to change or upgrade or do anything different in our lives, and we say yes to the opportunities that present themselves, these amazing relationships and can build. So I have got today Frank Schultz, and I met Frank through doing the asea business, and we're going to have a really good chat and really get to know Frank today because we are now really great friends. We had the best time together in America at the convention. And Frank's story is really special to me because there's so many reasons why your story is so special to me, and the viewers will see as we go through, Frank. But it's so heartfelt, and it really shows that whatever's going on in our lives, something good can come out of something bad, that we can always upgrade. And then when we go into things with the ethos and the heart of doing it to not only help ourselves but to help others, all sorts of things can shift in our lives. So first and foremost, how are you doing today, Frank?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you, Catherine.
Oh, it's just such a pleasure. And tell us a little bit. I want to start right from the beginning. We connected over YouTube. So tell people, how did you find out about, about how did you make that decision, Frank, that you were going to make a drastic change to your life and your health? And where did that journey start for you?
So it started the pre-pandemic type thing. My dad was really sick back in Chicago, and he had passed away right before it really kicked off, and we were in shutdown and lockdown. And me and my dad were kind of at ends for pretty much most of our lives. I felt like I was never the son he wanted me to be. And I was always searching for a way to connect with him, and it just never happened. And we were on such a disagreement with political views and spiritual views. And, he told me up until the time he passed, different things that I was like, no, no. And then when he passed, I had that moment of awakening. And that's when I got back home here in Colorado and just started searching everywhere for answers and healing and truths. And Catherine, that's when I found you on YouTube, and I'm ever blessed that our connection happened, because if it wasn't for you, I don't know that I would be where I am at today. So thank you. Very grateful. Um, it's been a tough journey,
Mm.
and and what you've done by putting out the videos on just natural health and spirituality and truths, and then there's other truthers that I've connected from you. I don't know how I found you, but the first moment I heard one of your videos, I'm like, I gotta meet this lady. I want to be friends with her. And look at today. And then when I decided that, hey, I need to take control of my health. I'm a diabetic, out of control. I actually lost my vision in my right eye. And honestly, it wasn't diet and exercise that caused my downfall. It was stress. Catherine, stress is such a silent killer. And I would tell you, the more I heard people talk about ASEA, and then you talked about ASEA, I'm like, try this ASEA. So I called a number, and I'm like, are you affiliated with Catherine Edwards? And they're like, no, but we can help you. I'm like, no, I need to be under Catherine Edwards. And they're like, well, why? I'm like, it's just my preference. I mean, I can't be under someone who didn't inspire and motivate me to improve my health. And I need to be on Catherine Edwards' team. And that's when I believe it was Hillis who actually helped me get started, or maybe it was Jay. I think it was Hillis. And so it was December of 2022 that I got my first box. And
just before you go
our
on
Team
that,
Dragonfly did.
just before, sorry everyone, there's a bit of delay on our Zoom, but I really want to home in because I don't want to gloss over how important was that decision that you were going to take control of your health, Frank, because so many of us have been told that we've got these conditions, they might be hereditary, there's nothing we can do about it, we're going to have them forever. But there was something in you that told you that, no, I'm going to try something different. Was that a slow process, or was it something sudden that happened? Can you remember?
You know what? I did a little bit of research on the asea product, and it just all made sense. Like, everything's at the cellular level, right? Everything, life begins at the cellular level. So it just all made sense to me. Like, hey, I got to give this a try. And, excuse me, I have nothing to lose. So that's when, and Danielle was actually the person who got me signed up originally as far as the order and the process. And there was nothing to lose. Okay, so it was a few $100s, right? But how much money has the general public spent on health supplements and diet and, health clubs and whatnot, and it all just goes to waste. So I said, you know what? I think this one's going to work for me. I think somehow this resonates with me because it just makes sense because of that cellular level part. And then your videos that just really truly capture the whole gamut of life and health and mind and body and spirit. It, like, yeah, this is it. And at the time I was losing vision, and I had actually had lost vision in my right eye. And Danielle said, Frank, get a spray bottle and spray it right in your eye. And I'm like, what? Are you sure? It won't be dangerous? She's like, oh, no, do that. Well, Catherine, and within 3 months, I had my vision back. Now, it's not perfect, but I can see.
And you were going to have your driving license revoked, weren't you? Because it was
yes, because I was going to be legally blind, right? I was going to be legally blind.
Huge impact on your life.
You know what interests me though, Catherine? So when I went back to the retina specialist just this past May of 2023, the very beginning, I think it was May 4th. And I was going home to Chicago for Mother's Day to surprise my mom. But I had to take this retina specialist appointment, all knowing that I could see again. But I wanted to see what his response was going to be, because he told me I'd never see out of this eye again. And you know what I said to that? Oh, bullshit. Don't tell me I'm never going to do something, because then I will do it. You know what I mean? I guess maybe it's a little feisty Italian in me that kind of like, no, don't tell me no. And when I went to the appointment, he was like, oh, wow, you have some great improvements. Do you realize how great your improvements are? And I said, oh, yeah, I realize it because I can watch TV and not have headaches, because I could walk with and not, fall down, because when you can't see out of one eye, your balance is kind of a little shifty. And so I said, yeah, I do know. I want you to validate that my vision's better. I want you to tell me what happened. And he's like, honestly, I can't. What have you done? I said, well, you know what? I went primarily plant-based, and I'm really eating healthy. My diabetes is under control for 6 months now. In fact, I rarely take insulin. And he's like, no, that damage was already done. It's that couldn't be your improvement. And then he says, it's got to be something else. What are you doing? I said, okay, doctor, if you really want to know, I'll share with you. I'm taking a product called asea Redox. I'm drinking it every day. It's a cell signaling molecule supplement that just does wonderful things for my body. And I've been spraying it directly in my eye. And he's like, what? He's like, what is this called again? And I said, it's called asea Redox cell signaling supplement. And he's like, well, do you have a few minutes to talk? And I said, actually, I don't, because I already called my Uber because you told me I was done. Because when you go to the retina specialist, you can't drive, right? And I wasn't able to drive anyways for a long time. And he says, well, let's get together. Now, the interesting part of the story is I've tried multiple follow-ups with him to try and connect and say, hey, if this product helped me, why wouldn't you consider it to help your other patients? Mm. Medical professionals are just a little bit on the unethical side because they refuse to realize or listen to what really redox cell signaling is all about. And I don't get that. Why are they so against it? They'd rather write it.
Because it sounds like he did want to speak to you initially.
Yeah.
Then you never know, do you, whether the calls are actually getting through to him or whether they're being stopped by the secretary or something.
Well, that's true. That's true. So my next appointment doesn't come up again until March.
Wow.
And I plan to bring samples. I plan to bring. I created like PowerPoint presentation that just has some of the scientific stuff, high level, what it can do, what it's made of, and how you take it, and like a general type stuff that's kind of all in one spot that I could share with with people too. That because it is scientific, most people shun away. They get like, oh, that's a little too much for me. But man, I tell you, I wasn't promoting the product at all. I was just taking it because in my heart, Catherine, I don't ever want to share something or try to sell something that I don't 100% believe in my heart has benefit. You know what I mean? And I know I heard you say the benefit and I believed it. I just had to convince it for myself that, yeah, this does a lot of amazing things for you. And you know what? You never know what it's going to do for your body, because your cells are saying, hey, I need it over here. I need, fix me over here or over there. And
that's what I love most about your story is I love it when people have their own experience, because most of the people that watch this channel, Frank, are like you and I. They've learned to question everything. We know to question everything. And it's so, so important to sort of try things and have your own experience and sort of tune into your intuition, because you had some other amazing results. So, I mean, obviously, this is a nutritional supplement, so it doesn't heal or cure anything, but it can give our body back some of the missing links that have caused it to go out of balance. So tell people about your diabetes and your weight loss as well, because all of these things must have had a huge impact on your health, on your life.
I started last year at 262 pounds, and even today I've maintained my weight. I'm down to 212. I've lost 50 pounds all of last year. And a lot of that, I've eaten healthier. I've done more exercise. I've done a lot of the right things. But the one key element that I believe the asea product is responsible for, I haven't had to take insulin. And insulin's a hormone that it makes you fat.
Yeah.
So if you take insulin and you have to take more and more and more, you're not going to be able to lose weight no matter how hard you try. So for any diabetic out there, oh my God, please try asea, because it's going to help repair the cells in your body that need it. And maybe you won't have to take insulin either. Or maybe you won't have to take the pharmaceutical drugs that all have lethal side effects at some higher dosages, right? So I just truly believe the asea just kept transforming my body. And this may sound odd, Catherine, but my taste and my what my body really wanted to eat just changed.
Yeah.
It's like my body craved natural fruit and vegetables. It's like any like processed foods, I'm like, ooh, I can't even swallow it.
Yeah. I love that thing, because as our sort of microbiome and our body gets more back into balance, and as I say to everyone, this is a nutritional supplement. It's literally just putting back what should be there, and we've lost it as we age. But it's so incredible what our bodies can do, isn't it, Frank? It's so amazing, the power of our bodies to get themselves back on track when we make some changes. I mean, what have you learned during that process? Because you've tried lots of things in the past, haven't you?
Oh, I've tried everything. And the other thing that I've put collectively with the ASEA is mindset,
Oh, I love that.
because it's all about the I am. I am healthy. I am light. I am love. And when you start telling yourself that and you start loving yourself, your body starts loving you back. And I believe if every day, if you can't go out there and smile to somebody and make a difference in someone's life, then you're not doing it right. We're here to help each other. And that's why, like, I am so fired up on this mission of sharing ASEA with the world, because gosh, it's going to do good things for you. Maybe it'll make your skin nicer. I don't know what it'll do for you, but it's going to do something good for you. I guarantee you. And people, especially the American economy, they want it now. Immediate results. I don't want to wait 3 months. Well, it's been a journey for me. It's been a year. And I just keep feeling better and better. Catherine, I'll be 60 in April. I don't feel 60. I don't feel like I look 60. And I'm not trying to be 60 either,
Yeah.
by the way. I'm laughing because I'm remembering our convention, our disco night. That was so much fun.
We danced all night, didn't we? We literally danced all night. We had such fun, and we could walk the next day as well, which says a lot.
Yes. And shout out to Julie, your friend Julie. I love Julie. I can't wait to see her again.
Yeah, we had such fun. And this is the things of connection. So you've had an amazing personal experience, and I'm so pleased that you're open enough to share that, because so many people get told that they can't change aspects of any aspect of their life, their health, their wealth. But through your own personal transformation, you've now got the passion to share this with other people. So how did that transformation come apart, and what mission are you on now to do that? Because you already work full time.
Yeah, I already work full time, and this is just a side hustle for me. But so remember, I told you I went back home in May, and I brought my sister and my mom. I completely surprised my mom on Mother's Day. I just showed up at my sister's house, and my mom was like, "What? You didn't tell me you were coming? A surprise! Happy Mother's Day!" And I brought my sister and my mom the facial kit, the skincare kit, which they absolutely love, by the way. And then we got some bad news. My mom was diagnosed with lung cancer.
Oh.
And I immediately said, Mom, you're going to drink this ASEA. You're going to do this every day, and I don't care. I'm not taking. And she's hard-headed, stubborn, old school, fashion. No, no, no. I said, you are going to do this, and you are going to listen to me. And not only are you going to drink it, you are going to nebulize it every day. And Catherine, I call her every day to check up to make sure she's doing what she's supposed to be doing, and she is. So in May, she got diagnosed with lung cancer. 3 months later, through the phone calls, I could hear the energy back in her voice. Early on, I could barely hear her on the phone. It was like all her life force was drained. She has her life force back. Now, does it cure cancer? We can't make that claim. But here's what I can tell you. in October, she went back for another visit to the oncologist after having another MRI or CAT scan. I forget which one, forgive me. But the lung nodules have shrunk.
And how do you feel about that?
She feels elated. I have more energy. Now she's 80 something. She's like, and she's convinced that it's doing something good for her. So even if it's just your mindset that you're changing, hey, that's half the battle, right?
Mindset,
so
everything, isn't it? I love that. I really
yes,
love it because
yes.
one of the things, do you think, Frank, I mean, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but one of the things, I started off this conversation by saying, when we both went down this journey, we just had a passion to make things better for ourselves and others. And we said yes to opportunities, and all these wonderful relationships have come out of it. But have you been surprised by the community? Because network marketing has got a really bad rep in the public, thing. So was that a concern for you? And it's now you've had your experience. How do you want to feel about that now?
Okay, so I'm a rebel, and I'm going to do it my way. So I don't acclimate completely with the community, like all these professionals and mentors. Like I tried, but you know what? I have to sell to the heart. I don't need to do X amount of calls, X amount a day. I need to share this with people who come into my life and who I believe God puts there, to be honest with you. And we're going to be wealthy through this product, and we're going to heal humanity. We are going to be successful, but we're going to do it our way. And, like Frank Schultz said, and that's what I believe in. I don't have to follow a network marketing program or mentorship or anything like that. I'm not bought into that, Catherine. I don't. I'm selling to the heart. I had bought Zim bonds for humanitarian projects as part of the whole RV and spirituality type thing, and I still want to open up healing centers. And guess what? My shelves will be stocked with.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, how are you fitting this into because you are doing, I just want to share with people, if anyone gets your at the end of this video, it'll be Frank's contact details that will be shared. And I would just say, if anyone gets the opportunity, the beauty of this thing, of the network marketing, is when you're in Frank's team, you're also in my team, and there's no hierarchy about it, but you have all these different people that you can support, and you'll gel with some, and you'll do it your way. As you say, there's loads of support there, isn't there, Frank? But you can do it your way, and that is why I love what you do, because you're doing so well doing it your way.
Sorry. The amount of support that the company provides is absolutely fabulous. If somebody really wants to do this as their full-time gig and really follow everything with the company and all the recommendations and the mentors and all that stuff, I believe they'll be 100% successful. So just because I'm doing it my way doesn't mean that I don't know that there is a right way, but I will tell you everything that the company offers. I mean, Dr. David Silverman in his weekly calls twice a week. How amazing of a man is that guy to share his time and his story and his passion for others? That's one beautiful soul right there. And I'm sorry that I didn't get a chance to meet him, but there's people like him and yourself and our whole team. We have an amazing team. But you do so many little extra things to help support the team that if somebody really wants to, there's no reason why somebody can't be successful and help somebody else. That's the part I love. That helping somebody else, that's the part that gets me going and fired up.
Oh, I'm so with you, Frank. I mean, it's really, I think, you know, we really feel it's our duty because everyone needs some help. We all need more health and vitality. When we feel better physically, we're better emotionally, spiritually, and everything. And when you have these results yourself, you're just desperate to tell people about it. And we all tell people about our experiences anyway. I mean, I've been really surprised because I resisted. I was like, oh no, I'm not selling it, it's network marketing. And then I found, just like you, Frank, because I think we're quite similar the way we do things, is I was telling everyone about it anyway, because I was like, well, you could really benefit from this and you could really and the gel, oh my goodness, the experience is
Oh yeah.
with the gels. There's a topical gel, folks, that you can put on that's really good for turning back the clock. I mean, I'm 97. I don't think I look it.
This is the Gel Renew 28, and this is the most magical stuff. I have two other really quick stories. So my Luna, my poodle, had 6 beautiful puppies on me first. And once the puppies start nursing, oh my God, my poor Luna, you know, her nipples were just, so I used my same spray bottle that I would spray in my eye, and I would spray her every day. And anytime she came near me, I knew what she wanted.
Mm.
She wanted me to spray where the puppies were feeding so that it could help heal. And it was funny how that communication with an animal and what it does for our animals. And this on the paws, oh my gosh, this on our baby's paws. Like, they were my fur babies. So I wound up still having one of the puppies. So I have a household of 3. And my partner's niece, Rocio, she came at Christmas time and she adopted Freddie Mercury, and she took Freddie Mercury back to Texas with her. And Freddie's happy. And Rocio is now an associate on our team. And she's going to kick some ass, Catherine, because she's got the Hispanic market that they don't get the information. So this is a perfect opportunity. Someone who speaks Spanish, and my partner's brother is going, I'm going to bring him with me to the next convention or whatever, because he's got a heart of gold too. And their mom was here for the New Year's, and I had her, now she's 88. I had her drinking 4 ounces of asea in the morning and 4 ounces of asea at night. And she went up and down those stairs in the morning and up and down those stairs every night. And she could do it. She wasn't able to do that before. She loves the product. She knows it makes her feel better. So much so, she's got her son ordering it for her now.
I love it. We will do that for that. Now, if someone is listening to this and they're like, right, Frank's my man, who are you looking for to either, because people are watching this for the first time, you can just buy this as a customer. You don't have to have anything to do with the business. And I want to assure everyone that when you buy it as a customer, connect him with Frank anyway, because Frank can make sure you get the right products at the best price for your needs. But if you want to, a lot of people are wanting to earn some extra income at the moment in a flexible way, like, you know, Frank and I can fit it around our other work. So what are you looking for people that want to work with you? Because I can guarantee that if I want to be in anyone's team, I'd want to be in yours. So what are you manifesting for people to join your team, Frank?
Manifesting people that have an eagerness to help others. They got to have the right heart. You know what? I'll teach you everything you need to know. I'll share with you everything. I'll make the time. I'll be up at 3 in the morning, whatever it takes. If you want to help someone, to help them feel better about themselves and maybe have nicer looking skin or whatever it is, if you have that desire to help somebody, I have that desire to have you on our team.
I cannot
That's
encourage you more. I also want to tell people, I'm going to make you blush now, probably, Frank, but Frank, the way this business works is you do it completely your way, but there's so much support that it's up to you whether you take it or not. This is the beauty of it. No one's going to force anything on you or make you do something in a certain way. But Frank has been so creative, because you're such a good businessman anyway, and you're so passionate about helping people. Frank has created so many resources, and not only does Frank share those with his team, he's also sharing them with everyone else in our sort of team Dragonfly as well. So this is not a competition at all. It's you get aligned with people, you learn, and it's such a joy. It's not selling at all, trust me, it's not selling at all. But you can join as a customer and you don't have anything to do with that, and you still get the same support. You'll get so much product support, you'll have people at the end of the phone that can guide you, get you the information, help answer any questions, whatever it is. So I love it. I really love it. I'm so grateful that this opportunity brought us together. When I started out in this journey making videos a few years ago, going through a very similar time to you, because unfortunately I lost my father in 2020 as well. And when you say yes to opportunities, everything in your life changes, and you connect with people that you're meant to connect with. So I'm so happy to call you my really, really good friend, Frank. I can't wait to get back on the dance floor with you.
Likewise.
Any final words that you want to leave people with?
And the final words I have is, Catherine, the fact that I'm like, I want to meet her, and it happened, and now we're friends. I can't tell you how grateful I am for you, Catherine.
Oh,
Thank you so much for what you do. Thank you for what you do for animals. Thank you for what you do in nature. Thank you for being the beautiful soul that you are and being my friend. I love you, Catherine. I really, really do.
high five. High five. So anyone, all Frank's details will be below. If you end up getting through on the phone to Hillis, all you have to do is say that you saw Frank's video, because he can deal with that as well. So there's loads of different ways to do it. We'd love you to try this out for yourself as a customer. If you're interested in the business side, you can also switch between the two at any time you want. So there's never any pressure there. But Frank's details will be below, and I will pin them in the comment. Reach out, have a chat. There's no obligation. The one thing you'll never get from anyone involved in this is any pushiness, because we want everyone to be as healthy and vibrant as they can be. And also if people are needing to bring some extra wealth into their life, this is a beautiful way to do it. So thank you so much for sharing your story today, Frank. I absolutely have loved it. And if any questions you've got, please, anyone, feel free to leave them in the comments box below, because Frank and I will make sure we answer those.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Frank. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.
Blessings, everybody. Bye-bye.